What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have another model plane unboxing video for you guys. I hope you guys are excited for today's video. Let's get started. So, here's the box right here. This is a cardboard box as per usual, and this box comes from a brand new retailer that I decided to purchase, and that is the Aircraft Model Store. Now, if you guys are wondering what the Aircraft Model Store is, let me give you guys a short description of it. So, the Aircraft Model Store is based in the United Kingdom, and usually they would sell British models like British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, EasyJet, and some other stuff. And yeah, many people have great experience with them, and I decided to try it for myself. So this is a box right here from the Aircraft Model Store. Yeah. So this is shipped by Royal Mail, which is like a mail service in, of course, Great Britain. So quite interesting, and it took a while because this was shipped internationally. So haven't purchased anything that is a model that's came from international waters before. Well, it's been a while, but yeah, first time in a while, let's just say that. But other than that, I'm just super excited to unbox this model for you guys, and I guess I'm gonna unbox it right now. I know I do a couple of live cuts, so I want to do this unboxing in one video. So let's just get started with the unboxing right away, because yes. And let me know what you guys think of if I should do jump cuts or just do it in one video. But other than that, I'm just excited to see what the model is. And yeah, there's actually two models in there, by the way, and they all come from the same airline, and it's necessarily what I wanted. And I mean, what I meant to say is it's not really necessary what I wanted in my collection, but I just want them there just for a nice display, just for what is that? I don't know. It's just simple enough. I just want them for a display, and in case I need to use them, I want to use them. But yeah, as I open up the box, I do have my receipt, which I'm not going to show you guys. Let me look at it. Okay, so yeah, I'm just looking at my receipt. I'm not going to show you anything, no information. Yeah, and I think we should be good. So receipt's already good, and let's see what's inside these packing paper. Alright, so once again, there are two models from the same aircraft and the same airline. Forgot to mention they're both the same aircraft, and I can see one peeking right there. And here we go. So inside these packing paper, we have the ANA Boeing 787-9 in the Star Alliance livery. This is a model that was released in NG's June. I think it was November of 2022 is when they released this model. So I wanted to get this because the Star Alliance is it's a very nice livery. The Star Alliance livery is a very nice livery, and it fits perfect for the 787-9. But that's not all, as I also have the sister ship of that aircraft, which is the All Nippon Airways Boeing 787-9 in the ANA Future Promise livery. This is a model that I've been wanting in my collection for a very long time, and I'm just super fortunate to also have this model as well. So yeah, I got two 787-9s. They're both sister ships, and they're all from All Nippon Airways. Now I'll go into further reasons why I decided to get All Nippon Airways models, but yeah, so that's gonna be in the next clip. But that is it for this box, and I'll just throw this from the back. So whoop, I'll just throw this, and yeah. Alright, so here are all my 787s from ANA, and I'm just excited to unbox them. So yeah, we're gonna start unboxing them one by one, and I'm just beyond excited to have these ANA planes in my collection. And there they are, my two ANA 787-9s by NG models. Really excited to have these models in my collection. They're perfect for my international fleet, especially for the airlines that are from Japan. Now, let me give you guys a story on why I got these models in the first place. So, I think I may have told this story before, but I had some kind of interest in Japanese culture. Whether it be from the food they have, the people, and the environment, Japan is a very nice country to visit, and one of the most popular countries with tourist destinations. And yeah, my family had went to Japan before, and yeah, they were staying there for a layover in Tokyo, but me and my sister wanted to go to Japan and probably have a week trip there. We were supposed to have a senior trip to Japan, however that got postponed during the pandemic. However, that got postponed due to the pandemic. And yeah, Japanese border restrictions were strict around that time. But hey, the borders have reopened and people can travel to Japan again. So hopefully sometime in the near future, me and my family can go to Japan. And yeah, I'm gonna be all over the place in Japan, whether it be visiting a temple, trying out some sushi, and interacting with these Japanese people and learning about their lifestyle. Japan is just a very nice country, and yeah, if I can go there, I'm gonna do that. And yeah, it's kind of like quite interesting how people like got into some like Japan stuff, especially anime, because like I do watch anime, and ever since I've been watching anime in 2019, I got into the Japanese culture right away, because like Japan, looking at like all the scenery in Japan, whether it be from the cherry blossoms to like the Tokyo Tower, it is a very nice place to visit, and once again, I would love to go there sometime in the future. So yeah, that's kind of like my reason why I got these models in the first place, and I have never flown on ANA before. Hopefully I can fly under 787 in the future. And yeah, speaking of 787s, we got two 787s like I said, and these models are quite interesting because they're both sister ships. The one on the left is the ANA 787-9 in the Future Promise livery. That aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha 871 Alpha, and the one on your right is the ANA Star Alliance livery on the 787-9, and that aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha 872 Alpha. So quite really interesting on how I got these models because they're sister ships, and the liveries are very nice on these aircraft right there. And yeah, really nice to have these. And yeah, the previous video that I unboxed with the ANA 777 and the Demon Slayer livery, that is another ANA thing that I wanted to add in my collection because one, it's an airline in Japan, and two, I love anime. But these are not anime liveries, these are just like special liveries for ANA on the 787-9, so that's the reason why I got them. But overall, they should be nice for my collection. And I think what I do want to start with first is the ANA Star Alliance livery first because that is an older release compared to the Future Promise one. So yeah, let's get into the ANA 787-9 first in the Star Alliance livery, and to follow that up, the ANA Future Promise 787-9. So let's get started unboxing the ANA Star Alliance livery on the 787-9 first. So let's get into that model's unboxing. Alright, so let's begin this model unboxing with the NG Models 1/400 scale on the Pond Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in the Star Alliance livery. The first sister ship out the batch, as she's gonna be a very nice collection to my Star Alliance collection, and overall the Alliance fleet in general. So yeah, another airline in the Alliance livery. I already have a United one on the Boeing 777, and this is my second Star Alliance aircraft to add to my collection, like I said. So, you got the Boeing 787-9 tiles right there, the CGI image of the aircraft. You got one side that has the ANA colors, and the other side being the Star Alliance colors. Speaking of that, here's the Star Alliance logo as well. Then you got the NG logo, 1/400 scale die-cast collectible models, die-cast metal. Then you got your Boeing licensed product right there, ANA logo right there. And of course, as I said, the registration of this aircraft is Juliet Alpha 872 Alpha. Alright, so now let's move on to the side. So here's one side, here's the other side where it's all gray, here's the other side, and here's the side with the ANA colors. And here's the back side of the box right there. You got the NG logo, and yeah, pretty much the same thing. You got their social media pages, their warning hazards right there, and the item number of this model is 550902. So yeah, this is our first sister ship off the batch, and hopefully she is intact, because like these models came from international waters, so hopefully that the shipping and the packing process is good, and hopefully they are both intact. Now, from what I heard, NG also updated their 787 cradle mold, or like the cradle in general, so hopefully one of these models actually has the new cradle. So let's get started with the unboxing. Alright. So we got the flaps taken out like so. And let's take out the model itself as she comes out. And this model is still in the styrofoam, so kind of like what I mean is like the styrofoam is still there. You still got the cradle, but it's the styrofoam is what changed. So this model still has the styrofoam in it. And as I take out, here's my CRP. This is from NG's August 2022 format. Nothing to explain about, but yeah, there it is. And let me take out all the plastic right there. And yeah, usually what I would do is like, if in case something is like this, now I would just push it down from the bottom side. So hopefully nothing comes broken once more. And I see, oop, there she is, looking very nice. Come on, there we go. Wow, very nice. Okay, let's check the wings. Wings are good. This is also good. The other wing's good. Alright, so we got our first model down. And take a look at her right there. So this is the ANA 787-9 in the Starlines livery. And she is looking good and intact as well. So yeah, so that's our first model down. Completely intact. And she looks very nice out of the box. So yeah, there's the ANA-9 Starlines. And here's the NG models 1/400 scale All-Nippon Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in the Starlines livery. A very nice model in 1/400 scale, and NG did a nice job on this model, and I love the printing on this aircraft. So, let's get started with the box, well, not the box, the model review itself. So yeah, so you got the cockpit windows right there, and then you got the outline of the radome, you got the pitot tube details right there, the Starlines logo, and then you got the L1 boarding door right there, part of the registration on the nose landing gear, door, in that case, and then there's the nose landing gear right there. Then you got the ANA logo right there, along with the static port details. Moving on to kind of like close to the middle of the aircraft, you got the L2 boarding door right there. And this is where ANA's business class would run for the 787-9. So it would start from here, all the way to over here. And somewhere around this side to over here would be premium economy. It really depends if ANA lays out their Dash 9s to the domestic configuration or the international configuration. Anyways, here's the top antenna right there. This is the first top antenna. And then you got the brown Wi-Fi dome right there. Quite interesting that ANA has some of their Dash 9s in the brown Wi-Fi dome. And yeah, quite very interesting to say the least. And here's the Starlines tiles right there. I know it's not showing the tiles really clearly, but when I zoom it out, there we go. So here's the Starlines tiles right there. Looking very nice. There's your Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engine, along with the engine pylons right there. Moving on to the middle, you got the main landing gear right there. And then you got the L3 door right there. Let's take a look at some wing detail as I zoom out. Here we go. So here's the wing detail right there. You got all the cold soak fuel frost details right there. You got the red dot, and then you got the orange square right there. There are your slat details right there, and the flap details along with the speed brakes and spoilers. And here's the rake wingtip, also looking very nice and detailed. Well, not as detailed, but very nice representation of the wingtip. Moving on to the back side of the aircraft, you got the two back antennas right there. Then you got your bottom antenna right there. There's your L4 door. And then you got the Air Japan tiles right there with the Japanese flag. And then you got the Boeing 787-9 tiles right there. And of course you got the aircraft registration, Juliet Alpha 872 Alpha. Moving on to the empennage of the aircraft, you got the APU of the aircraft, and the horizontal stabilizers, and the Starlines tail itself. Looking very nice, and once again, very well printed indeed. And then moving on to the starboard side of the aircraft, let me just make sure it's focused. There we go. So, of course, you got your R doors right there, and I think that says E-tops. Quite interesting that they place E-tops below the R1 door. Is it like that for like the L1 door as well? No, it's not. So it's only located on the R1 door. So quite interesting right there. Then you got the forward cargo bin right there. And moving on to the aft side, you got the aft cargo door right there. And now let me give you guys a top view of the aircraft. So here's the top view of the aircraft right there, looking very nice. Here's all the wing details from the top side. You got part of the registration on the right wing. And of course you got your red dot representing the Japanese flag on the left side. Moving on to the bottom side of the aircraft, nothing too much. You got all these bottom details right there. Moving on to the front side of the aircraft, if I could try. There we go, this is kind of like the best I could do. So here's the front side of the aircraft. And moving on to the back side, here it is. This is the back side. So once again, a very nice model from NG Models, and I gotta say, a very nice model to start off this unboxing. And of course, the Starlines livery looks very nice, especially for the Boeing 787. I think NG did a very nice job on the printing of this model, and overall the colors look very nice. Although the Starlines livery is just a plain white livery to be exact, but hey, it looks nice to say the least. So, that is it for this aircraft. let's move on to the next sister ship. And here is her sister ship. That is the NG Models 1/400 scale ANA Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in the ANA Future Promise livery. Another model that I'm super excited to add to my collection, and overall, NG is gonna nail it on this model right here if ever it comes intact. And this is a model that I've been wanting to have ever since NG announced the December 2022 set. And I gotta say, when I saw that model, ooh, it looks very nice. And as I mentioned or said on the December 2022 release reaction, ANA did a wonderful job on the design of this livery, and overall, it's one of the eye-catching liveries from ANA. You can expect to see this one because this is a 787-9, so this is the international aircraft. If ever this aircraft is, I think, yeah, this aircraft is equipped with like the international configuration. So this aircraft would be seen around San Francisco, Houston, what else? London Heathrow, Frankfurt, Vancouver, basically anywhere ANA flies to internationally. So yeah, you can expect to see this aircraft if ever you spot at your local airport. And ANA also has a 787-8 also in this livery, but that's for like the domestic areas across Japan. So that aircraft is equipped with the domestic configuration. So yeah, the Dash 8 only flies to many cities across Japan. But we do have the Dash 9. And yeah, it's a good thing that ANA has two liveries on two of their 787s. One being the domestic and one being the international. And of course, I got the international because of that. So let's get started with the box review. So you got the Boeing 787-9 tiles right there. You got the CGI image of the aircraft. You got the ANA Future Promise logo right there. And how about this beautiful box art? You got all these different types of trees or branches. Looking very nice. You got one at the top and one on the bottom. I gotta say, NG did a wonderful job on this box art. And if you ever line up the 787-8, it would form like a very nice box art for two models. And yeah, so it's like two arts combined in one, as I mentioned. So, of course, I decided not to go for the Dash 8 because I just wanted to go for the Dash 9 since that's the one that travels, of course, internationally. Anyways, continuing with the box art, well, the box review in this case, you got the NG logo right there, 1/4 scale die-cast collectible models, die-cast metal. You got the Boeing licensed product right there. You got the ANA logo, and as I said, this is her sister ship, a Juliet Alpha 872 Alpha, but this aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha 871 Alpha. Moving on to the sides, so here's one side right here, here's another, kind of like basically the same at this point. And moving on to the back of the box, you got the NG logo right there, there's social media pages right there, the warning hazards, and the item number of this model is 550, no, let me reread it. So the item number is 55100. So yeah, also excited to have this model in my collection as well, and overall it should be another nice model to add to my ANA collection as well. So let's get into the box, let's see if she's intact as well. So as I take her out, and how about this? So this is what I'm referring to. So this is the new cradle for the 787 mold. So as you can see, quite different than the styrofoam. Instead, you got this very interesting design. And I gotta say, I like on how ANA is changing their old cradles into something like this, so that way models can stay intact. So I like what ANA, well, not ANA, I like what NG Models is doing right there. And let's see if yes I do. So here's my CRP. Same CRP as my previous model, but other than that, let's get unboxing into this model. Let's see if she's intact. So as I take it out, come on. Ooh, I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but let's see if I can try. There we go. Well, that was pretty easy. Okay, let's see if the model is intact. Check the wings. Okay, that's good. Oh, what about the horizontal stabilizers? And she's also intact as well. So how about that? Ooh, what is, oh wait, I think that's, oh yeah, that's like part of the livery. So here it is, the ANA 787-9 in the Future Promise livery, looking absolutely beautiful. And I'm so grateful this model also came intact as well. So, as you can see her, looking very nice out of the box right there. Take a look at that beauty right there. Wow. A very nice model from NG Models, and I'm so glad to have it. And here's the NG Models 1/400 scale All Nippon Airways Boeing 787-9 in the ANA Future Promise livery. As I said, this is a very nice model from NG Models. The color looks absolutely vibrant, and overall, it should appear nice if I ever place this model in good lighting conditions when I place it in the sunlight. So yeah, it should appear nicely in that condition. And yeah, let's get reviewing with the model. So you got the cockpit windows right there, and of course you got your radome outline right there, some pitot tubes right there, your Star Alliance logo. There's your main landing gear, well, not main landing gear, nose landing gear, and part of the registration on the nose gear door. Then you got the L1 boarding door right there. Then you got your Japan flag, excuse me. Then you got the ANA logo right there. There's your L2 boarding door, and then you got your top antenna. Moving on to before the middle of the aircraft, you got your L2 boarding door. I think I said L2 boarding door already. Then you got your brown Wi-Fi dome right there. And here's part of like the branch right there, so you can see one side being like all branches, and yeah, you got all these leaves right there. This is basically what the livery is all about. It's promoting like a cleaner aviation industry, so sustainable aviation fuel. So yeah, maybe in the future, we want to see a future promise to have a cleaner aviation. And yeah, very nice livery right there. Moving on to the middle side of the aircraft, you got the main landing gear right there, and the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engine right there. There's the ANA Future Promise logo. And moving on, you got the L3 door right there. Let's take a look at some wing detail, and I think I already explained what it looks like, and it's kind of like the same. So you got the leading edge slats right there, and the trailing edge flaps right there, with the spoilers and speed brakes. Then you got the red dot right there, and the orange square right there. There's your engine pylon, and the cold soak fuel frost right there. And of course, there's the rake wingtip right there. Alright, so that's the wing right there. Moving on to close to the back side of the aircraft, you got the L4 door right there. Then you got the Air Japan, as well as the Japan flag right there. Then you got the inspiration of Japan tiles right there. And yeah, there's the L4 door, if I mentioned before. There's the aircraft registration, Juliet Alpha 871 Alpha. And uh-oh, looks like I do have a missing antenna right there. Nothing too special. I mean, it doesn't really bother me if I have like a missing antenna, as long as the model doesn't have like a broken wing or horizontal stabilizer. Nothing much of a biggie, like a issue or something. Moving on to the empennage of the aircraft, there's the APU right there and the horizontal stabilizers, and the ANA tail, which is painted in green, which is the main purpose of this livery right there. And I also do want to mention, there's the other branches right there, and then you got like the purple, like a blue leaf. Yeah, that's a blue leaf. At first glance, I thought that's like a black paint or something, but that's part of the livery. But yeah, overall, a very nice model from NG Models, and yeah, would work perfect for my Star Alliance plane. And now moving on to the starboard side, of course you got your R doors, and then you got the E-Tops logo right there on top of the R1 door right there. Here's the forward cargo bin, and the livery looks kind of like different on this side. You got like all these other, I'm not sure if this is like water or something, but you got like blue mostly on this side. Oop. And then you also got like the green stuff right there. And then here's a different tile right there. It reads SAF, Sustainable Aviation Fuel, Flight Inactivity. And yeah, basically everything's the same. You got inspiration of Japan tiles right there. And you got all these like waves. I think these are like water waves. And then you got the aft cargo door right there. Let's have a look at the top view of this aircraft. So here's the top view of the aircraft, looking very nice. Then here's the bottom side with the gray underbelly, looking very nice as well. There's your stand hole right there. Moving on to the front section of the aircraft, here it is. So this is what the front section looks like. And moving on to the back side of the aircraft, there it is as well, looking very nice. So overall, this is a very nice model to add to my collection, as I said. Minus that missing antenna, I think this model looks very nice, and NG did a wonderful job on this beautiful model right here. So, really fortunate to have this beauty in my collection. And yeah, very nice model indeed. So, that is it for this unboxing. Let's line up my two Dreamliners and conclude this video. And here they are, my two ANA Dreamliners I unboxed in today's video. Looking absolutely very nice in 1/400 scale. Of course, we got the ANA Dreamliner in the ANA Future Promise livery, and her sister ship in the Starlines livery. Both of these models look absolutely amazing by NG Models, and they did a very great job on it. And yeah, really nice to have these models in my collection, and once again, they are perfect for my ANA fleet, my Japanese airline fleet, and my international fleet overall. So really fortunate to have these models, and yeah, you can expect to see some of these planes in some of my mall airport updates. If ever I were to create like a international terminal for KRVL, then I would feature one of these planes at a certain update. So, once again, these models look absolutely beautiful, and I'm just really fortunate to have these beautiful models in my collection. Really nice for my ANA fleet, and overall, just excited to use these models later in a future airport update. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And don't forget to check out more of my model plane unboxings by clicking on the playlist, and you can check out all my model plane unboxings from there. You can check all of them out whenever I do them. So, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.